more than 50-50. It has to have the 50. It has to have a 50-50 for the 50-50. You know, the read for the reader.
Yeah.
It needs to have that fair balance. You know, so like if you get like kind of like how Pi versus Pi and Virtua Fighter, I think 2 and 3, but we didn't find out about it until 3 when we happened to play a Pi versus Pi mirror match on hard, and got Enzigiri, and then fucking got Enzigiri by Doral. Pi's high kick reversal, her and Doral, like Doral used Pi's version of the high kick reversal, right?
Yeah.
But then when I went to go high kick counter Doral, you know, just her throwing out a random button, because that's what she does, you know, a high level play. She hit me with the Enzigiri once I went for her foot to try to catch it and, like, you know, do her little regular takedown.
Yeah.
She stopped, put her hands on my shoulder, and Enzigiri the fuck out of me.
Yeah, she had it. She had.
Was like,
yeah.
What
was known in Tekken as a chicken.
As a chicken, yeah, but it was in Virtua Fighter first.
Yeah,
with
I seen that.
Pi versus
they had
Pi and Pi versus Doral. Yeah.
Yeah, it had it as far as Virtua Fighter 5 version. Yeah, Virtua Fighter 5.
The vanilla. Yeah, they took it out ultimately, but, you know, but that was an example of them experimenting with the idea of a read for the read, a read for getting red. That third dimension. You know, instead of just movement, they were thinking in 3D as well. You know, in that third dimension.
Oh my lord!
It's like what if you blow up the reed? You know, what happens then? You know, so they tried it, and wow, it was crazy. But they took it out though. But that's where Tekken comes in as a chicken. You know. That was a good idea that they took from Virtua Fighter, and they made it part of their game. Yeah. You know.
But if I remember,
the always having an answer in case you get found out.
Yeah, most of the Tekken team had been on Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I mean, it's apparent, considering that a lot of Tekken's moves come from VF, you know, they're borrowed from VF. Actual martial arts, even.
I wish the damn evasion would have been taken from VF.
Right, they couldn't figure out the sidestep puzzle. It was more than 3. They didn't want to. Yeah. And they went a different way about it. They wanted movement to be a chore in higher level play. Movement was the unfair advantage that players knew about until it became the norm. Now the intermediate player can't get to advanced level, you know, because the meta level of players has been risen. Now the intermediate player can't get by anymore. They have to have an advanced understanding of the basics before they can understand how to do some expert shit in movement, like Korean backdash and shit like that. Oh boy, I'm fucking mad. I'm sorry, y'all.
Ready? Go!
Hold Yeah, girl.
May the best anchor win. Final round. Ready?
What the fuck this do?
In a sense, the FGC was trying to be an oligarchy, the rule of a few, and it was like that for a long time. That's why the shit got stale. You seen the same motherfuckers winning the same tournaments, doing the same shit all the damn time. Yeah, oligarchies are stale. That's been proven. The rule of a few. No. That's where shit gets fucked up.
Nail biter. Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner.
Oh well, yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot you made the room.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Assassin's Creed Valhalla again. Wait, what? What you talking about, Seth? Seth ain't in here no more.
Nah, he left a long time ago.
He left, yeah.
I got one there.
Namco Music is gone on Spotify and Apple. Why? Even YouTube from their own channel. Namco?
Yeah, as I said, yeah, Seth left quite a while ago. I left an hour ago.
Terry said something about that in the chat.
About
Yeah,
what
that's
now?
what I'm looking at. All Namco Music is gone on Spotify and Apple.
And YouTube.
And even off YouTube. So all of Namco's music is pulled off of YouTube. What the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
Why so suddenly? All their music. You know what? They're probably being bought soon. Oh, fuck. They're probably going to be bought soon.
Well, like Bamco
Keep an eye on that.
Bamco trying to sell NFTs and shit, so
Yeah, they're probably going to end around being bought soon, so keep an eye on that.
NFTs. Oh boy.
Yeah, Namco going to end up getting picked up by somebody. Microsoft might come through with the upset on the buyout, but it will make sense. Namco is going to put Sony in a position that they can't refute, that they have to, go with, because they know if they go on 360, or if they go over to Microsoft, with this deal, that's going to fuck up their whole Evo money, and there's a lot of money to be left on the table, because now a game that's beloved in the community is only available on the console that's not sponsored by Sony. When Sony is going to be the console standard for their games because they want to push people to their console. So Namco will be like, hey, we know we need each other. Pay us what we worth. Don't try to skimp out on us. Take care of us. We need each other. We can both be happy. And if they don't take it, Microsoft gonna scoop it, and then that's gonna cause a huge rift in the FGC. A huge rift, and of course, the reset of the console wars again when we were just getting over that with crossplay. Unless Microsoft, goes against the grain and does the thing that people wouldn't expect them to do. And say, hey, these great games that were enjoyed on other platforms are going to maintain their presence on other platforms in a way that's fair and beneficial, where all parties can benefit. Cross-platform play, If they close it off, that shit ain't going to last long, and it's going to cause a big rift. And then we'll be right back to where we started, square one.
Oh boy.
But it's the chance to open it up and try something that ain't never been done before.
Sony's the one that's causing the rift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it's going to take Microsoft to shake the game up a bit.
Like,
Yep.
Microsoft cool with Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did multiple things with Nintendo, and it was like, you know, they, like, what, the whole big first crossplay thing was like crossplay for Minecraft, and that was between like PC, Xbox, and Switch.
Oh wow.
And apparently they accidentally like had it open up for PS4 as well. And then it was just like, oh snap! And then they turned it, and then they turned the Switch off. It was literally like flipping a switch. And then it was like, what the fuck? What? And then they made Sony turn that shit back on because people saw it.
They saw the crossplay. They saw how much more it could be, you know?
Right, and then after that, that's when Sony clicked in the crossplay feed.
Oh, because they didn't want to feel like they were missing out on the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so, because, like, you know, they don't want to crossplay with nobody. It's like, if, like, a developer wants to crossplay, they gotta pay a fee.
Right.
On Sony's end. Nintendo and Microsoft, they can care less.
Hey, 33, 33, 34. Somebody got to get some bread in order to keep moving forward, and we can get this next 100 to the next 33, 33, 34.
It's more like Microsoft needs the money, but kind of don't.
I mean,
don't
it's like they can use the extra money.
PlayStation definitely needs the money. Sony actually does need the money.
Yeah.
You gotta give. You gotta give as much as you're willing to take. Keep the ball moving forward. That's how the shit moves. And just pay it forward. Help the next cat out. You know, everybody ain't got to struggle. Like we supposed to. The closer we get to the idea of nobody does it by themselves, that you need a team behind you. Once we can get to that, we can get to the next level. But everybody is so hung up on being top dog, being alpha this, or you know, worrying about giving up their seat, you know, because they got used to that power and they don't want to give it up. Beware of those motherfuckers that don't want to share their time off the top of the throne. That's why when I, you know, like I said, if I happen to run a lap in the lobby, I be like, all right, cool, I'm cool, all right, I know I'm good enough to beat most of the players that I come across. All right, I ain't pissed off. Here, let me step down. Let me watch these other guys get down. See if they learned anything. I might pick up something different for a matchup that'll help me out down the road, because they're willing to play with these characters because they're not top tier, but because they enjoy the characters, they enjoy how they feel, they have a connection with them. So these are the ones that they're going with. So they're going to show me some shit that I might want to take a look and say, hey, I might be able to work with that. And that's how I get my sub characters. And then so I try out my sub character with these newer players. There's always a chance to grow. Grow. You don't want the shit to stay the same. Grow. Why you want to keep doing the same old shit? That's why we're here now. Fuck. Let me get some water. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Time to go big or go home.
And a little bit of chip damage.
Final round. Ready? Go!
We can all take turns. We can all take turns being on top and just keep the ball rolling. Everybody has a turn.
The best thing is competition, though. It's like one man on top for too long, you get stagnant.
That shit gets stale as fuck. Yep.
Yeah, we've seen that time and time again.
Yeah.
Man got the best ping so far. 67. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all.
It's enough for everybody to get a turn and still be fed and get enough to eat.
Yeah.
You know, why are you trying to hog it all to yourself?
Run the tournament.
Yeah,
it's like running the tournament.
Right. And you're certainly not good enough to win money if you gotta, you know, be on that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
People with that kind of attitude, yeah, they ain't got the skills to, you know, make any money playing any type of games in any capacity. Because if you did, that's where they'd be. They wouldn't be wasting time with us. But the thing is, the tournament level is a little bit too much for them. But the player level, they can, on occasion, find players that they can dominate.
Yeah, be the big fish in a tiny pond.
Yeah, they're comfortable being, you know, catfish in the toilet. That's cool. But we got people for them too. It's cool. But we got people for them too. Cats who don't come from a toilet, but they come from a bathtub. The pool's a little bit bigger than this, you know, the pool's a little bit bigger than a full bathtub than it is a fucking small toilet.
Suplex City.
You got to realize there's a few other big fish around here too. There's always something for everybody, and everybody, you know, get ate sometimes.
Come here. Come here.
Catfish out the toilet and put him from the toilet to the bathtub. Catfish in a whole new world because he's so used to being in the toilet, you know, and being the only big motherfucker in there that when he get around other big motherfucking catfish, he shook. He don't want to see them motherfuckers no more.
Come here. Where you going? Oh. Come here.
But at least they got online because for every one player that's like that for him, for every one bigger fish that he runs into, you know, there's gonna be at least 3 other fish that, you know, give him a run from his money, but he can still, you know, win.
Yeah, he's on that level, you know.
Right, but there's way more small fish that he can chomp on. But the thing is, he wants to be able to chomp them all. You know, he ain't trying to share the wealth. You gotta give and take a little bit, bro. That's how this game keeps moving. Somebody got to take a hit sometime and keep the dance going.
Great. Where you going?
But there's enough room for everybody to have a turn. Huh?
Nah.
Oh.
I'll just manhandle him with Clark.
Have a turn, as long as everybody has a fair shot.
Yeah, you're right.
As long as
you're right, though.
fair. A fair shot with the opportunity to make one right guess, you know, at the right time. Make one right gamble at the right time, you know. This would always be a chance to, you know, exceed. A fair chance to exceed the 50-50 barrier. Or to get that 33, 34, or 2/3, you know. 2/3 is good enough. What, don't they call it that? Best 2 out of 3?
Yeah.
That's usually good enough to determine, hey, you know, what's what, right? Best 2 out of 3. Obviously, bigger pools, you know, bigger games, you know, best 3 out of 5. Yeah, you start to solve more of the puzzle against certain players, you know. If you played a player 100 times, what that result is against that one player that you played 100 times, y'all can say that y'all know each other and y'all know where y'all stand with each other. Don't nothing else need to be said. If y'all played each other in a set to 100 it don't even need to be nothing else said. You know, just respect where it is. But as long as the other person, you know, who may not be the victor, you know, as long as the person who learned that lesson has the drive to be like, you know what, I know what you did, and I know why you did it now that I'm thinking about it, because you have a fair understanding of the game, the same fair understanding of the game that he does, and you know that you just got outplayed. Now you're going to be thinking about that opponent and how to outplay him trying to outplay you. Now you're looking on how to read the read. You realize that you got read, so that's that aha moment where you go like, damn, knowing my opponent should be the X factor in any one-on-one competition. Having the knowledge of your opponent, that is the purest way to win. It's either going to do one of two things. He's either going to take that 33 and he's going to settle for 33 forever, or he's going to, one of these times, he want to get that 34. Just to be just good enough, just one time, for him to be on top, just so he know that he can get it when he needs it. He needs to strive for that 1 point. That's why I always say a win's a win, whether it's by 1 or 10.
Yeah.
You know,
whether it's by
there just needs to be a fair chance. There just needs to be a fair chance that I outplay the person who has all the cards. There's a back door. That's the Achilles heel. You know, yes, he's strong, but there's that little one spot.
Yep.
That if I hit that one spot just one time, it's just like knocking somebody out in martial arts.
Yeah.
That one right spot, you know, the right guess at the right time,
yeah,
the right spot at the right moment, the right read, we can end the fight quickly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you good. So you might be
There's
all
always
that,
fair
but
chance.
that one mistake, oh, that's it.
Especially one mistake because you underestimated your opponent, you got too comfortable, and you couldn't adjust, you didn't adapt, or he might have hit you with some shit that you ain't never seen before. All of those. But that's based on your opponent. People just get PTSD when it comes to these characters, though, that they forget about their opponent oftentimes.
Speaking of mistakes,
you know? Acknowledge your opponent.
Characters that's like kind of top tierish, but he just can't use them.
come here.
Right, he got the best tools in the world, but he can't do what needs to be done to be top tier. Why?
Because like he doesn't have.
Because he ain't at the intermediate level of execution. You say what else?
Yeah, he don't have the mind.
Where do you think you're going?
Like, you know, concepts of whatever. You know, the idea of pushing for the corner is like really awkward.
Come here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Come here.
Like execution is you know, execution. Yeah, that's the major one.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, and then like it's certain things just like, you know, not every fighter follows the same type of rules. Like, you know, KOF don't let you combo off of your sweep. Anime fighters do.
Yeah, yeah.
You got what's done with you?
You gotta get different hard knockdowns. You got to use different type of moves with the hard knockdown in order to get the, you know, OTG or something, you know. Like Ben does. So the sleep was no longer the sweep was no longer the automatic down tool, especially since you could tech roll it or you didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know, but there was always an option. You know, a fair option. If you guess right, you know, this could work out well for you, and there's a chance for you to take your timing back, or you take your turn back because you threw off your opponent's timing because he's so used to rushing down for the expected tech roll, because the more intermediate advanced players automatically going to think tech roll because they're not going to give you more time to set up a more dangerous Oki. They're aware of the problem that comes from the full Oki, so they'd rather take the full pressure than to take that Oki, than to deal with that Oki mix-up. So it gives them a way out. As long as there's a fair way out. 33, 33, 34. Somebody got to get one sometime in order to keep the shit going, keep the shit fair. Those are the two magic Great choice. 51-49. And fucking 2/3.
Time to go big or go home.
Yeah, 49-51 and 2/3.
Oh, what the hell?
Those are the numbers.
Oh Lord.
There's gotta be a slight imbalance in order to push the ball forward. You know, a solved puzzle ain't it. You gotta have some mystery in order to inspire critical thought in order to get to the next level.
Yeah, that's kind of why developers still reluctant to put in the frame data outline.
Because a solved puzzle is a less played puzzle if it's too easy right away. If there's no mystery, if there's nothing, because you gotta understand, people want to feel like they have an unfair advantage. You know, that's why there's that 34, you know, there's that occasional 34, you know, somebody with the 34 mentality, you know, to say, hey, you know what, I'm studying this game, I'm understanding what you're doing to beat me, I'm understanding that, you know, you made this read, you know, several times, blah, 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 so now I gotta switch it up. So as long as I got a back door, you know, that I know what I lost to, and I understand what I lost to, and I know that it can be prevented as long as I make the right read on him reading me. In that same situation, as long as I go and do the homework, the next time he tries that in that same fashion, getting comfortable that there's no way I would guess what he was doing, and then I catch him off guard and it throws his whole momentum off. Now, he has to adapt because he can't flowchart anymore. Now I got him on defense because I made the right read on him. Now I got him in an uncomfortable spot.
And he on his heels.
Yeah, and now he's on his heels and he don't know what the fuck to do. Now he's scared. He's either going to do one or two things. He's going to be like, he's going to relish the challenge, the fact that you stopped his favorite pattern, and this and that and the third, because now he knows it can be stopped. And he can either raise his level, you know, by continuing to play you. Now that you know that, now that you know about that, he just showed you that what you can do, what you got can be stopped. But of course, you probably knew that. That's why you kept doing it. It's a knowledge check. But he'll probably reveal the answer to you as long as you stick around. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you how to deal with this. Stick around. Help me find some other shit together. I'm gonna show you how I found this and why this is this way. But now that I explain that to you to help you understand it, keep playing. Let's find some other shit. And in the process, you know, you start to pick up more and more about how it's played. There's still an element for everybody, you know. For people that want to be big fish, just understand you could be a big fish, but you gotta understand as big of a fish as you are, there's always somebody bigger. And that's what keeps the game interesting. 2/3 and 51-49. Because nobody likes a tie game, right?
Right.
Nobody give a goddamn about your tie record. You know?
Right. So the only people who put up ties on that record is fucking AEW. That's why they whack anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody likes a tie. That's why people don't play karate champ. Because it's a tie. And it was just truly a knowledge check. Is there a competitive karate champ scene out there? There better not be.
They probably divided karate champ and added Hadouken to their game.
Yeah, but that was the true thing about, you know, that was the one thing about it, is like you only knew how to do these different types of moves and combinations and shit like that if you saw somebody else that doing it. That was our only link of information, you know, was to see somebody, a better player doing it, and then you learn from them and then understand that. And then you start figuring out more, and then you gain more by showing what you learned to somebody below you. So now you got more chances to figure out more shit. Iron sharpens iron. Y'all eventually get sharper, and y'all gradually over time become better players than you were X amount of time ago. I'm rambling. I know, y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. I know. It's the strand. It's called powder keg. I know I'm rambling.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm usually not a talker dude and everything, but again, everything I'm saying is out of order. Yeah, you know, if it's out of order, you know, if I'm on some fucking Fire Country Road dark rammer nonsense type shit, let me know.
God, fire kung fu hero.
Yeah, I know, right? No, this shit right here is called powder keg. This is an obvious sativa hybrid, but it does contain indica. I do feel the body buzz. But it's definitely the strain. Powder keg. Yeah, this is totally wow. This is cool. This is more of an afternoon smoke. Kind of opens you up your. Has like the same effect as ginkgo biloba. That same feeling, like.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The thought juices flowing. You know, ginkgo biloba opens up like blood vessels in the brain and shit. It's definitely sativa presence. Oh wow, powder keg. How about that? So yeah. So like I said, if I'm just rambling, if it sounds like I'm on some Xanadu type shit, please cut me off. Please shut me up. Be like, alright, nigga, chill.
Microwave, chill.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to be rambling
Pour
nonsense.
yourself on to the microwave.
Yeah, talking about daggone solar flares and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hey, sit there and pour out that man's coffee.
It said no more corner cross-ups in Street Fighter 6.
No more corner cross-ups in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, or I guess you would call them ambiguous cross-ups because it looks like you're still jumping towards the guy, but you end up behind him anyway.
But you're actually yeah. I did kind of like that though. I got used to it after a while. At first I was like, that's stupid, but I got used to it because it still left room for a cross-up. It still left room for a mix-up to be had instead of the guaranteed solve. Oh, you're in the corner, you're fucked. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw any old forward jump out there, regardless of the range. You know, that can work in Street Fighter, but that's why it'll never work in King of Fighters. Can you imagine if KOF had fucking full corner cross-ups with the hops? You ain't never safe. You ain't never safe.
Nice.
You ain't never fucking safe.
Player 2 won't give up that easy.
Man, you get hopped on in a corner. Cross-up. Hold on.
Yep.
Street Fighter can get away with it because it only has one jump forward. So they can do that. That works for them. That feature. That works for them because of the rules that they have in place. That shit won't work for KOF. And I hope KOF will never ever try to emulate that shit from Street Fighter. Of all the things they could emulate from Street Fighter, please don't ever let it be that. You know, there's a reason that's what gives those light buttons purpose. Those standing jabs and shit like that, you know, and those hot anti-air, you know, hot airs, you know, because neutral is part of the air game in KOF.
And we're tied up.
When people start, like when the community is ready, they'll let you know in so many ways. They'll let you know when they're ready. They'll make it known, but right now, nah. When they're ready to be able to deal, you know, when they've understood, when they feel like they understood
Oh,
KOF
so there's an Amon fight too?
more
Jesus.
fundamental level, then they'll be like, yeah, we figured this out. This is easy. We know you're gonna go for that direction. Blah 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 blah.
I mean, he's a
You know,
recurring
so now they're
character.
gonna want to challenge. So yeah, they might introduce it when they're ready.
They even
When
put
they
him in
decide they're ready, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
But don't force it. Don't force it. Just let it happen. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I know, right? I'm talking to me. Damn, you're right. Shit, I would have left too.
Player 2 needs a miracle.
Left, left.
Oh shit. That man playing a Damaka shooter on your ass. Damn, this man is cheating. What? I ain't playing nothing. I'm watching Wheels play Judgment, and he's doing the Amon boss battle. And Amon is like a recurring character in the Yakuza games. It's like a secret boss, and he's always like fucking next level, like shit.
Yeah. Huh. That's not the one that doesn't have an attack pattern, just does random RNG attacks. That's not it, is it?
He has an attack pattern, but he's doing some like really wild shit. Like he be out here like shooting lasers and shit like that, in a game that's supposed to be about realistic, you know, martial art fighting.
Yeah. Okay.
Like yeah, so he pretty much in every Yakuza game. He had a Amon clan in 4 and 5 because you have to be like 4 different characters to play in those games. They even put him in Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise because that's basically just a Yakuza game with a Fist of the North Star skin. He stole his fucking phone. What the fuck?
The hell?
Oh, so he stole your phone so you can't heal. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Damn, this nigga got electric swords. Jesus fucking Christ. This man's switching weapons and everything. Oh, he's like...
All eyes are on the winner of that fierce fight. Winner!
最高の勝負だったわ。また遊びましょうね。
This is hard and B. Huh.
Because it's supposed to be a pun on, like, because it's a pun on Shin Akuma. That was like the boss Akuma that was like stronger than regular Akuma, and it was like super fast and shit. And since Judgment is supposed to be the new Yakuza series, yeah, that's very fitting.
Yeah, man, that was dope as fuck. Yo, that has to happen again. There has to be a new game plus. There has to be a new game plus. No, I was talking to, okay, the guy we did that show with today. At the Rob here. But yeah, I'm on PSN right now. So yeah, that's the run back. New game plus.
Oh. New game
new
plus. What game?
Oh yeah, things gonna be a little bit more difficult this time. See if you can solve this puzzle. Yep.
What game you talking about?
Alright, bro. Good night, man.
Puzzle what?
Yeah. 33, 33, 34. 2/3 and 51, 49. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna play for me. Never made it home.
Those point characters are knocked out. Music.
Ah!
Mission start. Round 3. Ready? Go!
Sounds super thought out to me. Sounds pretty well thought out to me.
What are you talking about?
I mean, they probably do. Just as odd, new game plus. Here you what? Oh. The Ishin and Restoration All that shit. I could care less about that. Like, give me my fucking Black Panther game already. I'll tell you, it was cool. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is match point for player one. Watch.
Be happy with good enough. Let everybody get a turn. That's why Street Fighter V was so big, because there was a changing of the guard about who was on top. You know, the new players coming up, the new generation was allowed to be had because you shook things up a little bit. You made it more fair. Now we have new blood, new faces, you know, and then sometimes better faces than the ones we had before. You know, to be the face of the genre, of, you know, of the culture.
I don't know, man. Punk kind of wild.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said sometimes, you know, but like, again, you need somebody to shake up the scene. Otherwise, it ain't going to be nothing worth talking about.
Real talk, like competitive Street Fighter V, the only person I was even interested in was Sonic Fox, and that's because he was playing a low-tier character, making him look good. And they still never buffed that character. They still never buffed that character properly. Like, even now, like, Fong's still just weird.
Yeah. No, he understood the need for mind games. That was next level shit. That's what makes him a good player.
Yeah, I mean, he started off as a DOA Soul Calibur player, so he, like, that game has built-in mind games.
Right, right.
It is kind of a something, though, to just be a guy who just picks up a controller and just, like, gets where he's going. He does do the thing of just, like, who's the most broke character, so I can learn the core mechanics of the game first without worrying about what the character needs to do. But then he'll slowly gravitate towards other characters. Well, like, you know, there's like, okay, this playstyle I like. So, like,
he understands the meta, but he also plays by what works for him in his game plan. And it's okay to have other game plans, and he's aware of the fact that his game plan is going to have some holes in it here and there, but that's what keeps him coming back. But every now and then, he might find the right answer on the first try and solve that puzzle. It just happens sometimes, but you need that kind of shit. You know, you need that outlier, because, like, what's the saying? Nobody who's ever made history played by the rules.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nobody who's ever made history played by the rules. They made history by going against the grain oftentimes, going left when they know damn well they should have went right.
Against tradition.
Hey, right, to go against tradition, but this time it was a good chance to take an educated guess and given a choice, a fair choice, you know, on whether or not to take this next move. It might work out for you big. If it does, you never have to play again, but if it doesn't, you know the risks. This can be catastrophic, but you know the risk. There needs to be that level, that element of choice. And I feel like that's what Virtual Fighter was trying to do, even in its most rudimentary form. You know, to just find that paper, rock, scissors. Two-thirds gameplay.
Sound like that's what Street Fighter 6 trying to do.
But as far as DOA being 3 holes, let's not get it twisted. No, DOA needs to be 4 player holes. That's where the mind games come in at. That's the real 50-50 because of the way.
Because that's what Itagaki said. Because like when he made the 4-hole system, he was just like, okay, like we got y'all playing the game. We're gonna kick it up a notch for y'all serious types. That's exactly what that was. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, DOA 4 was kind of it was kind of just a Genfu Elena Hayabusa fest. Spartan too, but you know, people were honorable and didn't play her.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, there needs to be something to shake up the balance. Otherwise, stale water gets boring. There needs to be a flow.
They're like, it is kind of funny thinking about how old games didn't even have balance in mind, because like Itagaki really didn't care about like balancing for tournament or something. That was all Microsoft and you know just trying to oh, this is our flagship fighting game here. Let's run these tournaments.
The glitter.
But if you want to start to get to the tournament scene, it has to be fair. You actually have to take the time to make it more fair.
Yeah.
You know.
And like man, because like from what the shit that I saw from DOA 4, like Yunfu was out here resetting, Elena was out here slapping niggas, and OTG and I'm back in the restands, and Hayabusa did whatever the fuck he wanted.
They was doing 5 shit before 5 was even a thing.
Right, and Hayabusa was out here getting damage multipliers just for like Azuna dropping people off the cliff.
Off a level,
take
yep.
And just take 80%.
380. 380. That sounds like some underground ass rapper name. Yo, 380.
Yeah.
What up? What up? You already know what it is. No, we don't, nigga. Stop saying that. It's our first time hearing about you. You ain't international like that. You ain't Flint Fossey, nigga. You ain't no turquoise G. You ain't heard like that. You already know what the fuck we don't. Introduce yourself. You'll get there, but right now you got to pay your dues.
Know the fuck we don't. Oh my god. I would love to hear somebody like, you already know what it. No, the fuck,
no, the fuck we don't.
You already know 380.
380.
It's 380.
Oh, I hadn't done that in a while.
Cent, we gotta have.
It's time for war.
If we can have 50 cent, we gotta have 380 for inflation. There we go.
380 for inflation.
And universal basic income. You know, 380. Here's a free $80.
380. 380. I'm coming back, yo.
Oh Lord.
It's a stimulus.
Hey, coming back. It's a stimulus.
It's time for war.
Like, if we could go on in, you could get with us.
Yo,
That didn't even
Joe.
rhyme. Do you even listen to rap, bro? That didn't even rhyme, bro.
I wasn't talking about that though.
Oh, okay.
Josh know what
You
I'm
got
talking
it, though.
about.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see. Trust me.
I got you.
Let's just put it this way. I put the whole $5 with Ralph.
The whole 5.
Then I know I probably won't be able to play all these characters, but shall I use this is the template to see what we vibe with? And what if King of Fighters fundamentally? Wait, what's the... This is somebody on the KOF page. On the KOF, what you call, blah, 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 blah. Discord, yeah.
Got it. Ow.
What's that guy's name? Roofamonger with the that good tutorial, beginning tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
An exciting bout from round 1.
Roofamonger probably enjoying his DNF duel.
DNF duel.
Right,
Probably
it's
use
good
a
to have
striker
a
like
little
every
bit
other.
every now and then, but it just ain't my flavor, you know. But there's people out there that like that get off on that shit.
Right, especially when they get to play a grappler that actually just does combos.
Oh wow. Get a bean. Oh, stop that. Oh god, a backdash.
Player 2 wins
Psycho Ball!
evening the score.
I can't believe Bane said he would rather hear a Psycho Ball than whatever the hell it was.
Then that bitch Nakaruru.
Oh, but yeah, that's okay, understandable.
That's why I picked Choi as a direct counter pick to Nakaruru. Choi was Nakaruru's counter pick. That's the real reason I picked Choi. Because fuck Nakaruru.
Damn, why you hating on that girl? She just want to save the Earth. What the fuck?
You ain't saving the Earth like that. Get out of here. What do you think you're doing?
You gotta kill all the humans so they can stop
Because
littering.
it allows
I'd rather have Rare than Nakaruru. At least she had a big wolf.
Beat their chest and they not knowing why they won. They just abusing shit.
Yeah. And then get salty when they lose.
Abusable shit.
Ready?
Oh,
Nigga, why you hate that girl so much?
I don't really care for her either.
Damn, y'all some haters. She like top 5 popular SNK character.
Not know that.
Because
Yeah,
she
she
was
won
busted. We knew why she was popular. She was
No.
busted.
Not even in KOF15. She was top 5 from like design alone. People just think she's cute. Like people just be like, "Oh, the Shrine Maiden, I'm gonna defile that bitch." You know, and then she gets all hands on. That's all they thinking about.
Yeah.
But like, shoot, like you do know that was gonna put Nakaruru in like KOF 95.
Yeah.
God, she would have been even more busted in that game.
Right? She would have sidestepped and
No, I mean,
kicked y'all in the
no,
nuts.
just the way that game was.
Damn.
So,
I do like the fact how they had like Nakaruru normal and Nakaruru verse version, but then
Well,
you got
they
all
did
these
it.
alternate
the
costumes.
big screen by X. God dog it.
It's funny as fuck seeing Nakaruru wear street clothes.
Oh, I mean, that would be cool if they actually had the damn outfit.
I mean, other games do SNK better than SNK, like shit.
You know what?
Like-
God dog it. This is the point where I miss SNK All Stars, like King of Fighter All Stars, whatever the hell that SNK All Stars. For lack of a better term. Yeah, KO of All Stars, because at least they had variety outfits on most of them jokers.
Hell, I was expecting outfits and accessories because of SNK heroines, and they ain't do shit.
Of course not.
Perfect opportunity.
Like, they fucked all that up.
Missed opportunities, like God dog.
Like, that's all this money they could have been getting. They just let the game just sit there and just
Yeah,
whatever.
like money out the bank.
And the modders basically giving us everything we want. Like, I just saw, you know, Art of Fighting 2 Geese mod.
You know what though? Like yeah, like Heinz mentioned, the PC guys, they mod the hell out of it.
Like, they giving us everything we want. The casual Mai outfit from Fatal Fury Special, bro.
I mean, you know, you get past all bikinis that are given. You know, you're gonna see bikinis in a mod. That's just like, or in my case, the leotard, but which is actually just, you know, her without any bottom. Which, at this point in time, you know, Mai is basically wearing more than she usually does. Which is pretty sad. Morgan of Darkstalker is wearing more than Mai does, and she's a succubus. What does that tell you?
Sure, in many ways different.
Uppercut.
Player one clinches the first round.
What you playing, the Neo Geo Pocket Color?
You know what?
Sounds like a game. Sounds like the old Game Boy.
Oh shit, that's the Nakaruru trailer for Freestyle 2 Street Basketball. That shit funny as fuck. No, they're gonna serve me trailer.
Player one wins 2 rounds in a row.
Oh boy.
Damn, she's dunking all over yours.
Oh Lord. Oh, you're talking about. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Oh, God.
Oh, okay, sleep.
They
You'll see
put
one more.
Shermie and Iori up in here. And
Oh, wow, what's going on in 5 here?
Fucking lucky, that's crazy.
Fight my sleep more in the game.
Oh, Lordy.
Freestyle 2, street basketball. Wow, you really posted this. Why do you hate me?
I'm actually shocked they don't have
Fuck you,
Isla
nigga.
in this street basketball game. You look like she fit right in.
Oh man.
Just take off the jacket.
She can still
Valkyrie
keep it on,
King
huh?
Sora. Why does that name sound familiar?
Nah, you ain't gonna keep that jacket on playing street ball. I'll tell you that
that's
right
this
now.
kid in
I mean, you
Discord.
can, but
Everybody.
it won't work in your favor.
How
Oh
about
yeah.
that?
Hey, she got like
Bro.
a trench coat. Nah, she still need to take that mess off.
I just shared some information. This cat invited me to play some KOF15. I thought he never asked. That's what's up. And all I did was share some tech. Now I got somebody else to play with. You know, keep the ball going. Sometimes you may not find any answers, butt your head up against the wall. You know, sometimes you got to butt your head against the ceiling. But you got to make that leap to get there. Before you realize, all right, I can out-jump this. All right, I think I'm ready to go a little bit higher.
And Nakaruru and more crossovers than anything. Holy fucking shit.
That's why she needs to stop.
They're
This
Nakaruru
bitch
and
needs to be
AFK
stopped.
Arena, bro. What the fuck?
And I had to stop her. That's why I picked Choi. I had to do the necessary evil. Y'all don't understand the sacrifices that I made. I had to pick Choi to fight Nakaruru because fuck that bitch.
She just trying to say the earth, bro.
That's cool, but she had abusable shit.
Well, like, look, man, you can't play fair when you're trying to say the earth, bro. People out here littering, they're out here pissing on the ground.
That's because there's some greedy motherfuckers that try to keep it all to themselves. That's why they started doing the broken shit. They only use Nakaruru just for the because they had knowledge of the broke shit.
Yeah, they want to be able to mash without repercussions.
Like, and that's
They wanted to play a
bad and
single
all
player
that, though,
fighting game.
but Nakaruru is trying to say the earth anyway. Like, she Captain Plenty, y'all.
Stop her! She must be. Oh.
She must be stopped. Damn, Nakaruru did really have one of the better character models in 14. Holy shit.
This is the person to ask.
Isla must be stopped!
Stop. I try.
Both Capcom versus SNK. Oh, lordy. Capcom versus SNK.
Oh,
Definitely one. Even though Millionaire Fighting does sound kind of cooler.
yeah. Well, they actually did have Millionaire Fighter.
Well, Millionaire Fighting was the Japanese name. Mark of the
Yeah.
Millennium was the Western name. Oh yeah, there was a Nakaruru me in Smash Bros.
Oh God, that would have been an interesting look.
Stage.
I mean, Terry got in, so they put in a shit ton of SK shit
Oh,
in
yeah.
Smash Bros. Like, they
He
got
got
like
Duck
50
King's
songs. They got 50 fucking songs in there. Final
Hell
Fantasy only
yeah.
had fucking 10, bro.
like Dad, like, hey, did you want SNK songs? No, how many SNK songs you want? You're like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And then like a good half of them is remixes by other like composers. So I'm just like, fuck.
No, and they got the Athena. They got Athena remix. They I mean, like that. They got stuff from Garo, I think.
Round one.
My goodness.
Oh yeah, and they had the Nakaruru clothes in Soul Calibur 6 when Hamaru showed up. I remember I made one. Yo, what the fuck is this? Is this
Look
a
at that. That ain't even
Transformer
possible.
Nakaruru? It's a Mecha Nakaruru. What the fuck? Somebody made a Mecha Nakaruru figure.
And player one clinches the
Yeah, I don't
first
think I'll
round.
be using her again.
Apparently 9 days ago, a new Nakaruru figure just came out.
Uh-oh. Another one.
Storm Collectibles. Oh, they make the big ass figures with the super detail.
Oh, it's a deal.
Bird.
Oh my lord.
Well, everybody know about Nakaru's naked scene in the Samurai Showdown anime. People be watching that on repeat or something. I don't know. Yeah, that really is a Mecha Nakaruru. That's weird as fuck. Anyway. She look like a Metabot.
Why'd your homie leave?
What
Cause
else?
he got washed?
Oh damn, he got his ass beat.
What happened?
Yo. So this cat invited me to the party.
Uh-oh.
Because he invited me to the lobby in KOF15 because he wanted to play against me because he was asking me about some tips, so I was sharing some tips.
Yes.
So he put me in the lobby with his friend. I guess his friend was whooping up on him, so he pulled me in the lobby, asking some questions on some matchups and shit like that on where to start as far as learning the fundamentals. So he brought me in the lobby to deal with this problem player. I just realized what just happened now. He brought me, so he's a rank 11 himself. But he brought me in here and I just beat some level 24 player who was bullying up on him. So he had an option select that, oh, it's past 2:30 for him and it's about 4:45 a.m. for me.
Oh lord.
Yeah, you know, that's the option select.
Oh boy.
Hey, come on. Now or never. Ready?
Hold up.
Oh.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
Damn, I kind of want that Mecha Nakamura figure. That look kind of clean.
Oh, is that why that dude left?
Fuck that wolf.
Oh, that's his option select. He left because he had to go to sleep. Yeah, I got you, though.
He's like, I'm going to bed. I'm invisible.
Huh?
God, Moggy. What's that up?
Yeah. He lives in Canada? Boy, I'm in Chicago, yeah. Midwest, it's like 4 o'clock over here.
You know
I
what?
went to a wrestling show today. What up?
Yo, Joe!
Oh! Angel, huh? Alright. Just gotta find the hole. Everybody has a pattern.
Like, I'm old. Shut the fuck up.
You right?
Oh boy.
What in the third hell is this?
Yeah, yeah. This. I hadn't done that move in a while. I'm starting to get the hang of it.
What up? Yeah, that was a good read.
You're right, bro. The more I play her, the more I'm starting to understand.
Yeah, you got it right, but it takes work to do it consistently. You know what I'm saying? So that it's actually worked into your skill set, so you become a threat with that
Time
character.
is off for that.
Damn.
Oh, good read.
Everybody really going nuts with that clown chick from fucking Ace Attorney. Talk about, yeah, let me get some of that clussy. Like somebody made this video about Naruto getting smacked down into another dimension with her, and then she's like, "After we have sex, I'm gonna murder you."
But I didn't think you was gonna catch the timing of that. But I thought you would have missed it by like a frame or two. Yeah.
So,
you're not on Wi-Fi, are you?
Mugs Roman Reigns.
Are you on Wi-Fi? I hope not. I was about to talk about your ass.
Wi-Fi.
I was gonna be like, I'll take a donation just to get your ass a Cat 8 cable.
Like, the fuck is she doing? Like, back off Mikashi.
Didn't even need to do any supers. Save my ammo because it's war.
Oh my God.
I dropped it. No way! How? I called the jump. You just happened to be too high. Good shit. Well, I knew the jump was coming. I just good shit.
That shit funny as fuck every time. Oh God, that fucking Korean song where he's like nigga knee, nigga knee, knee, nigga nigga knee.
Oh,
Dang.
not the.
Yeah, we can't get no love in K-pop, even though that's what they still who they still they buy it from. Come on, bro. Man, we don't get no love nowhere, man. We can't catch a break.
Oh my God.
Now I'm on PSA with the homies, like, we can't even get no love in K-pop, bro. Like, we still just the funky jive people.
It's funny though because it's like the word in Korean means that. So
What in Korean means that?
Yeah, it's just like.
What does?
What is it? It's like Neji.
Neji?
It's just like when they say it fast, it sounds like.
That's what they heard.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it's like really just saying that.
that booty. That, give me that booty.
I looked at the whole music video and that shit was actually kind of funny to watch. But like, oh my God, that shit was funny with that black man just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I say, boy, you lucky that level 1 Galactic Phantom ain't got no armor on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll take it over there.
Yeah. I'll let you go. Well, we all know y'all need to sleep.
Oh, word.
Gotta wake up for them workouts, man.
Aha.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I was ready for the slide that time.
And them Galactic Phantoms.
Yeah. Like, I challenged your knowledge of the move with